is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the London Monarchs and the Portland Lumberjacks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Portland Lumberjacks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a play fake here on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go! What? 90!
Brissett on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brissett going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now we get a look at the offensive starters.
Let's spotlight Odell Beckham Jr., who had a 1,000-yard season his first year in the league, despite not playing a full season, and that announced his presence with authority. How about this? The former cover athlete from Madden NFL 16, he's done nothing but pile up 1,000-yard seasons since.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Second down, Brissett. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Here we go. Fan 38. Fan 38.
On third down, Brissett. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go. Fan 38. Fan 38.
This is third and goal. Brissett. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Forbath, the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brissett now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Here we go! Red 38!
And on the ground they go with a running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
Rosen will throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Still fighting for more.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
3-19.
On second down, Rosen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
All right, here we go. 3-9.
On third down, Rosen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Wide open, Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
First down, Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Come on, let's go! What?
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. This complete to the tight end Clay. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll kick things off in the NFC West. 2 teams that were fighting for NFC championships a few years back. San Francisco visiting Seattle. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those 2 teams play the second quarter. The 49ers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Nick Foles, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, we head to the City of Angels to check on the Rams at home in L.A. And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. Christian McCaffrey, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. In our game, it's been the UCLA man, Josh Rosen, with the strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Green's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Myers able to knock it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Brissett now on 2nd down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brissett now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
They go play action with Brissett. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Rosen on 1st and 10. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll run it here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Green, 39. Green.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. What? 9.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Brissett looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Go. What? 9.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Forbath out to kick this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they've probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure you have time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Rosen will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he got it. He puts it through, and it's the ultimate capper to the regular season. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Portland, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.